Hello, welcome back to Crochet at my house. So this is the crochet hook tag, and I will start with that I was tagged by Gabbing, Grammy, and Froggy Went Knitting. So it's 10 questions, and I will be answering them, and any of you watching, if you don't have a channel or whatever, feel free to comment down below what your answers would be, because that would be interesting. So, what is my favourite brand of crochet hook? I don't really have a favourite brand as such, but I do have a set of favourite hooks. So this is pink case, and it has some writing on the front. This is from Amazon, and it was actually a set a friend sent me. So here's the set. If you look, they did at one point have printed information on these ones, but most of them have lost it all apart from that one. So I have this piece of card in the case, and I just wrote on it the hook sizes and the colour of the hooks. So even though it's been rubbed off, I can just go, oh yes, this one's that size, and that one's that one. It's like this one's a 3, I know this one's a 6, and that one's a 5, because of this piece of card. So that's a good way to keep track of which one's which if you do have hooks that you really like but the information's rubbed off. So what is your favourite hook size? That would be a 3 and a 5, because I use a 3 for lots of smaller things like amigurumi or something that needs tighter stitching. Generally gets done with a 3. 5 I use for a lot of other things, cardigans, blankets, you know, stuff. What? Oh, it's not what. It's do you prefer tapered or inline? So I had to figure out what tapered and inline was, but I do know what it is now. So if you don't know, I will show you. So we have two hooks here. I turn them. Right, you can see this one here. It's kind of got a tapered look to it. It's like slanted. And this one here in the bamboo, it's a very sharp straight line. So this is an inline and this is a tapered. I prefer tapered hooks, I find them easier to use. These ones I can work with, like this inline thing. I can work with this, but I prefer tapered. Right, put it back in the case. Alright, how do you grip your hook? Pencil grip or knife grip? Okay, I also do kind of use a knife grip. I don't hold it like this though, I kind of hold it like that. So I'm kind of holding it like a knife, but like a very loose knife maybe. And that's how I do it, I like that. So I would say it's a knife grip, but it's a loose knife grip. Does the style of hook dictate how you crochet? I don't think so. I've used a lot of different hooks because I have this whole set. I also have all of these, and then I have a few more on my lap as well. So I've got some of these ones, these two, and I even have 2 sets of keychain hooks. And I don't think it really dictates what I do. I think if I am using a smaller, thinner hook, I sometimes need a break, but I don't think it dictates it. Do you prefer ergonomics to regular hooks? I definitely prefer ergonomics, as you saw with my favourite hooks. They are ergonomic handles. And I have been using some other hooks recently. So I got these ones out of a magazine, which are of course ergonomics. And recently I tried a brand of hook. This is a Knit Pro. Now these ones are a lot flatter, but they are still pretty good. I still found this pretty nice in the hand. It is a little bit harder than some of the other ones I have. What are your thoughts on light up hooks? I don't know. I've never used a light up hook. But if I am needing light on my project, I will use a neck light. I'm not quite sure what you would use a light up hook for. Like maybe black, but how's having the light in your face going to help you see it? I'm not quite sure. Okay. Have you ever used a hook with interchangeable heads? No, I haven't. I have seen them before. I'm not sure I would use them. I like being able to keep a bunch of hooks in different places if I've got different projects, so it's easier to pick up the project and go. But if you had an interchangeable one, you would have to like keep switching which one it was in. That seems a little bit unhelpful. Do you like projects that require small stainless steel hooks or larger hooks? I have used smaller hooks and I've used bigger hooks. In general, I have a tendency of going between a 3 and a 6, so a 3 mil and a 6 mil. But I have used some smaller ones. I've used like 2s and things. Now that one that I was just showing is a 3.75, but I have used smaller than that. I don't think I've used anything lower than a 2, but I do have some small ones. This one is pretty small. It's a 2, and I have used something that small before when I was making a shawl, and I think I used one that small as well when I made some earrings. Right. If you were only allowed to use 2 hooks for the rest of your life, what size and what brand would they be? What size would be a 3 and a 5. They are what I use most, so that would make sense. I don't know what brand. I would probably just stick to these ones because I like these ones. But if I had to pick a brandy hook that I've used, it would be Knit Pro. Now I am going to tag a couple of people, starting with Hannah's Happy Space. She's a newer channel. A yarn addict with Karen, Amy Florence, and Crystal at Chronically Crocheting. So remember to comment, like, subscribe, and ring that bell.